Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about two foundations, and these are the two foundations. So one is from NYX. This is their Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. This one retails for 1300 rupees, and this one is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation, and this one retails for 990 rupees. So both of this you can find it on discount most of the times if you find it to be too pricey. Now the reason I got both of these foundations is because I was particularly intrigued to try this out, and I also got a lot of requests to try these foundations out. Now I'm not comparing them side by side on my face and trying to differentiate which foundation is better than the other, because both of these are completely different finishes. So the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop is a matte foundation, and the Flower Beauty one is a more illuminating foundation. So these are just like a proper full-fledged reviews, but only thing is that both of the reviews are combined in one video so that you can watch it at a stretch and finish it up. So, and they're not like multiple videos of it. So in this video I've filmed like inserts in natural light, how the foundation looks, and I've also filmed this video in natural light. It's just that it's a combination of natural light and studio lights because it's very gloomy in Bangalore and I cannot depend just on natural light. The video would be really grainy, very dark. So I have used a combination of both, and just because you guys have to see a close-up of it, I have inserted a clip that I've taken on my phone of my skin in full close-up. So the first one we'll be talking about is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Now you guys will see me apply the foundation and then my take on this product and everything. So I'm going to be taking you guys through the process of application, so with skin prep and everything, so that you guys know what I'm doing. And so firstly I will be moisturizing my skin with the Face Shop moisturizer that I recommended in one of my videos for the makeup kit. I like to slather on moisturizer when I am applying a like more full coverage foundation, and then as usual I always use an eye cream because I am going to be using a concealer and I want the concealer to go on a little bit smooth, so always use an eye cream. You can use your moisturizer underneath as well if you like that, but if you feel like your face moisturizer might be a little too harsh for your under eye area, you can use an eye cream specifically designed for that. So I'm going to be letting this rest on my skin for a little bit, but not too long. So now that the moisturizer is set, I'm going to be priming my skin with the Sugar Aquaholic Priming Moisturizer. I've actually been really loving this for hydration purpose. I feel like it does hydrate my skin really well, and I want to actually feature it in a dupes video. So I want to test it out just a little bit more. So now moving on to the foundation. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and this is in the shade beige, and I like that it comes with a pump. It's sealed right here so that you know nobody's messed with your product. Taking one pump of this foundation. Okay, it looks pretty yellow, and this is the consistency of the foundation. It is pretty runny, like you can see it's not very moussey. So firstly I will take just a little bit, and if I need more I will add on to it. So first of all, let me just match it to my neck and see if the shade actually matches. Okay, like once I blend it, you guys can see it does seem like a pretty good match. So on one side I'm going to be blending it out with a sponge as per my usual foundation demo. This is the Blue Heaven sponge. Okay, it blends really well. And almost in like no time. And on the other side I'm going to be blending it out with a brush. Foundation has a lot of yellow tones to it. Like I always used to complain about foundations not having enough yellow, and I think I finally found a foundation with a lot of yellow tones. This is actually almost like very light coverage. This one is supposed to be like a full coverage foundation. I think I need to take more product. So I'm taking this much. You guys can see I can't even bend my hand like that. It just runs down. And for the rest of the building process, I think I will be using a brush and a different brush. So I'm going to be using my PAC 252 brush because I am very comfortable with this and it covers a larger surface. This is actually quite yellow. And I've actually let the product rest on my face for quite some time, and it's still not like drying down, so that's good. So this was supposed to be like a full coverage foundation, isn't it? But I find it to be very like light medium, like medium coverage. So I think at once you have to take at least a good 3 pumps. So one last pump I'm taking. Just because everybody mentioned that this is a full coverage foundation, I just want to give it that fair trial. And I'm not going to be building this all over wherever I don't need that much coverage, but just on my cheeks, around my mouth. But this is where I can see if a product is of full coverage, like around my mouth area. Look at the brush color, you guys. It's so yellow right now. Yeah, that's the pigment of this foundation. And I think the next shade up, that was caramel, was a little too orange. So I watched a lot of reviews before I purchased my shade, and I felt like beige would be the right shade for me. I'm going to let the foundation rest for a while to see how the color is going to sit and how the foundation is going to sit before I finish off like my eye makeup, and I'll get back to you guys. Now that I've done with my eyes, so what I'm going to be doing is quickly doing up the rest of my face. So firstly I'll be doing my blush. I don't bronze my face, you guys know that. So one side I'm going to be using a cream blush, and on one side I'm going to be using a powder blush, just to see how the cream and powder products layer on. So this is the Nykaa Wonder Puff Cushion Lipstick in the shade Dream On. And then on this side we're going to be doing a powder blush. This is the LA Girl blush in the shade Just Bare. And then I'm just going to be trying out my powder highlighter as per usual. This is the Maybelline Molten Gold highlighter. So this is how my makeup looks. The time is currently 2 p.m. I'm going to be letting it rest on my skin like this for quite some time, and then I keep giving you guys check-in throughout the day and then tell you guys my final take on this product. So I will try to insert as much as clips as I can on my phone. Like I don't have the lens where I can zoom into my face on my camera. So I'm going to be doing that with my phone. So I'm not sure about the quality, but I will try to film it in natural light as much as I can because it's already 2 p.m. But I will let you guys know throughout the course of this video how the foundation is lasting. So it is half an hour since my first update. It is currently 2:30. So I just took off the lipstick to have my lunch, and there was not much foundation on the makeup remover cloth. And after having my lunch, I just kind of did brush my teeth because I don't want to have food on my teeth. So I did use water and stuff like that, and the foundation from here was not moving away. So I want to say it is water resistant, and I did pat myself dry and it didn't transfer onto the towel. So I am going to be reapplying the lipstick now. I'm going to be filming another video, and I think I'll see you guys like post an hour or two because the foundation is still staying intact. And also a quick test to see if it does transfer onto the phone. Wow, surprisingly there's not much of a transfer. That's amazing. This is my foundation after I think about 3 hours since I last checked in. The time is currently 4:45 right now. I'm still in the process of filming the other video. I'm actually super tired, so I am not getting oily or anything of that sort. The foundation is not transferring even onto my phone or any devices, and it's not making me look very, very sweaty. It is kind of hot in this room. There's no ventilation. I'm still not sweating on my face. It's not making it look more sweaty. And this foundation does look pretty good in flash photography. I mean, like I always like taking pictures in natural light, but if you were to take a picture of this under studio lights or like flashlights, I don't think it looks really bad. Excuse that selfie. So I will get back to you guys in just I think about an hour where I'll be done, and I think that would be my final check. It's currently 4:45. I have to still wind up the other video. So yeah, like I mentioned, you guys, it's 5:26 right now, and the foundation is holding up really well, and I think I'm going to be ending my wear test right here. So far I really like this foundation. I think it is really looking really nice on my skin, and I would recommend this foundation for people with normal to oily skin. If you have dry skin, I would recommend you stay away from this, but for people with normal to oily skin, I think it would stay in place really well. It does accentuate a little bit of my texture and like dryness around my nose, but it's not too much, and over time it is actually sitting well on my skin. It's not looking very bad like from the time I applied it to now. So sometimes foundation actually as the day progresses would get worse, but this is not doing that. It looks really nice, and I would highly recommend people to check this out. The color selection is pretty good in this, although there are not as many shades as there are that was originally launched on the official NYX website, but you can find quite a decent amount of shade range in this and something that would match you. So if you are around NC 40 to 42, I think the shade beige would match you pretty well, and if you are any deeper than that, I think the shade caramel would match you really well. I feel like this foundation did settle well into my skin right now. Like when I first applied it, it did look a little too yellow, but right now it's blended very well with my skin, and I feel like this is one of the foundations that actually match me to the dot right now. I really like how it looks, especially when I'm looking at myself in person and in natural light. As you guys can see, it's a really good foundation, and I think you can wear it for special occasions, especially if it's very hot and humid outside as well. I really like the packaging. It comes with a pump, which is really nice, and the texture is pretty watery, but it doesn't dry down really fast like I expected. It spreads pretty well, but you do need to take about 3 pumps of this to get full coverage, in my opinion. I don't know if there's any inconsistency with the formula that I've got, but I had to take 3 pumps of it to get the coverage I wanted, and this gives me like full coverage after 3 pumps, but just 1.5-2 pumps would give you like medium or sort of light medium coverage. But I wouldn't compare this to Huda Beauty coverage. That is super pigmented and a thick foundation that covers up even the pigmentation around my mouth area, but this is not doing that. And in the demo, as you guys see, I didn't apply any concealer over here because I wanted to show you guys how it looks, and I also didn't set my face to show you guys how it looks. By the end of the day, this is how it looks. It doesn't make me look like very tired. Like some foundations will make you look very tired because it oxidizes 3-4 shades. It does oxidize to a certain extent, but not like too much, but also it matches me pretty well. So I would suggest get almost the right shade for yourself. Don't go for a shade darker, so because this might end up looking a little too orange or a little too dark on your skin. But other than that, I feel like it does still make me look pretty fresh, so I really like that. And this is a foundation I'm looking forward to using quite a lot. It doesn't even transfer as much. So let me just assume that this is my mask, and if I were to wear a mask, I don't think it even transfers that much onto it. So that's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the next foundation demo, and I'll tell you guys my final take, if anything, about the two. Okay, so now we are at day 2 of this foundation review. So again, no makeup on my face. Now let me start off with my skin prep quickly. A little bit of my glow serum, moisturizer, my eye cream. So now moving on to the Flower Light Illusion foundation. I am using the shade Tawny, which is M4. The shade range in the Flower Beauty foundation is not my favorite. There are not many shades. There are just 5 shades, and the darkest shade is Cocoa. So I think if you are deeper than me, you can find a shade for yourself. And this particular brand, that is for Flower Beauty, is actually imported and distributed by Nykaa themselves. This is what the packaging looks like. I really like how it looks. It's like a nice glass bottle, has a little bit of weight to it. It really feels very nice. And this product comes with a pump, which again, I think a lot of people would appreciate. And one more thing, this foundation is going to expire next year. Like I got this from Nykaa just recently, and it's going to expire next year. So I haven't primed my skin today because I thought that this is a kind of illuminating foundation, so I don't want the primer to alter anything. So it's just moisturizer and my skincare. So right now I have taken like 1 pump. This consistency is way thicker compared to the NYX foundation, and I think the shade is a tad bit dark for me, but I can manage with that. I'm okay with it as long as it's not too light, you know. So on one side I will be blending it with a brush. This is the PAC 252 brush. I really love the finish of this, you guys. It's a very nice illuminating foundation. Pretty good coverage too, you know. Like, how do I judge the coverage? You guys know by now. I think you will repeat it with me. If it is covering this scar on my face, I'm going to judge it to be a good coverage foundation. So on this side, I'm going to be blending it with the sponge. This is a Color Bar sponge. It's pretty affordable. I didn't have the time to go and wet it, so I just wet it with a little bit of makeup fixing spray. Why am I trying to be a left-hander here, though I'm not very well versed with it? I don't know. It's blending out in no time, like so beautifully. With a sponge or with a brush, I think you get the same coverage. That is really nice. Now I'm really happy with the coverage. This is like very good medium coverage, but I'm just going to slightly build it up a little bit because that's my job. I need to test out if it's buildable and how it looks on the skin. So just around places where I think I need a little more coverage, I am going to be applying this. So this is the finished look of the foundation, and I really like how it's looking on my skin. It's so fresh, so luminous, but not like too like sweaty looking or oily looking on the skin. So I'm really liking it so far. The weather right now is kind of gloomy. It is around 12:40 and it's not very sunny and it's not very hot as well. I don't know if I can show you guys how it would look when I'm like sweaty or something like that, but whatever it is, I will update you guys throughout the day. I'm not sure how long I can keep checking in, but I will do my best to show you guys everything, so stay tuned for that. So I will probably check back in after 2 hours, where I'm actually planning to film another video right now. I will finish that and I will check back in with you guys. So yeah, I'm back. Had multiple calls, sponsorship, details, mails, everything to check. So it was kind of like a long day. So I had to film a video before all of that and then go back, sit and do that work. So currently the time right now is 3:14. And it's been about 3.5 hours since I last checked in. So I have filmed 2 inserts in natural light, and so initially when I first applied this foundation, I really liked it, that it was very dewy. So over time it's not as dewy as I first applied it, and it's not anymore that luminous, as you guys can see, like from my face, but it does have a little bit of radiance to it, but not too much. It's not like the way it was when I first applied it. And then there's something that I noticed when I came really close and observed my skin. There are tiny shimmer particles to this foundation. Like, I was looking at my forehead, I was like, what is all this shimmer on my skin and what exactly is giving that shimmer? So I thought it was my highlighter that has spread everywhere, but I was like, there's no chance, because the brush and the sponge I used are actually, they are fresh. They've not been tampered with any other product. And so I was looking at my hand really closely as well. I really wish that, let me take a picture or something on my camera so that I can show you guys with evidence. So this is where I first applied the foundation, right? So I was like, okay, fine, what is this? And I observed my hand as well. You can see tiny shimmer particles to it. So this is like a foundation that has shimmer to it. So this light illusion foundation is actually like, it has a little bit of like it's like a liquid highlighter mixed with a foundation. So just be wary of that and don't be surprised when you see that on your skin. Not like it's emphasizing too much texture on my skin or anything of that sort. It's just that when you come really close, you can notice it, and it doesn't look so much skin like as the time progresses. It does kind of look like any other foundation. I feel like the PAC HD foundation looks a lot better than this when you apply it on your skin. So that was something that I was kind of disappointed with, and I don't think this foundation oxidizes. It's not oxidized just yet. It's just the way like I applied it. So that is the thing that I've noticed about this foundation. It is really nice for people with dry skin, but if you have texture, because of that shimmer particles in it, I'm not sure how it's going to work on your skin. And I do have texture on my skin. It's not emphasized too much, but I wouldn't say that it's not emphasizing it at all. So it's like in between. Like the finish of this foundation is not that natural looking on the skin as time progresses. So also I did use my phone. As I mentioned to you guys, I had some calls to attend and everything. So stalking, and I observed it is not transferring as much, even though I haven't set it and it's not a matte foundation. It's not transferring onto objects or anything of that sort. And it's not caking up around my nose. Usually a lot of foundations actually cake up around my nose, and even the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation was doing that, but this is not doing that for some reason, and not like sitting on my smile lines or on my forehead lines. So the overall appearance is good. So I will let this foundation stay on my skin for some more time because I have another video to film. Yeah, that's how I film. I film about like 3 videos a day. So I have another video to film. I'll finish that and I will tell you guys my final take on this product, and then tell you guys about the other product and this one in comparison, so that you guys will be very well informed. The time currently is 4:40 and I have been trying it out for around 4 hours. So I think that's pretty much the kind of wear test I would be doing, because there's nothing much I can do. I don't have anywhere to go or run around and run errands because we are at home and I'm trying to stay at home mostly. So this is how the foundation is holding up. It is holding up really well. I have normal to dry skin, so no foundation actually wears off from my skin really easily, and I sometimes do sweat, but there's no sweat or anything peeking through, and this foundation doesn't even transfer that much. But my only tip with this foundation is, like I mentioned before during the check-in as well, that it has like shimmer particles to it. So that is something that I don't really like, and I wish that that was taken care of, because even the LA Girl foundation is a illuminating foundation, but you can't see any shimmer particles to it. Now just looking at my skin like this, you can't see, but if you to come really close and observe my skin, you can see the shimmer particles. It's not looking really bad, it's not the worst. It does emphasize a little bit of texture, of course, because it has a shimmer particle to it, and because it is like a, you know, a liquid illuminator mixed in with a foundation. So that's how this looks. And yeah, and both these foundations I got from Nykaa, but they're almost close to their expiry. They're gonna expire next year, which I didn't expect. I didn't want to return it because I didn't get an expired product. I do keep my foundations way over their expiry date, as long as they don't smell bad and perform weirdly. So that's pretty much all about the video. You can see like me insert clips and all that. I hope you guys appreciate my effort, because this was a lot of effort, you guys. I had to keep filming multiple videos, but do check-ins as well. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.